Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome! Today we are going to continue our look at Hearthstone and see if we can play a game without another explosive failure. So, we'll be playing the arena again. We will purchase a session with the in-game currency, and we have a choice between a Warlock, a Rogue, and a Shaman. I think we might take the Warlock. I think we shall indeed, actually. Try a bit of a Warlock deck. So, our first choice, I think, shall be Knife Juggler. I think that is probably better than the cards we have. It's a good card indeed. Let's see. Next, I think perhaps a Dark Scale Healer. That card is indeed very powerful. The Stringthorn Tiger is also good, and the Bluegill Warrior can be very good also. It's a 2-cost with charge, so it can eliminate quite a few cards. But I think we'll take Dark Scale Healer for now, since we already have a 2-drop. Alright, so Corruption. Choose an enemy minion at the start of your turn, destroy it. Can be pretty good. Mortal Coils, alright. And Silverback Future, I think we'll get Corruption, try to get some spells in here. Let's see what else we can do. Probably a Shadow Bolt. A little bit more removal. Flame Imp can be pretty good if you can get out turn 1, but you can also take a bit of damage. But it is a 3/2 for 1 cost, which is pretty good, so I think we'll take that. Alright, what else can we do? Possibly a Warlock Tidehunter. We won't take Sense Demons now, since we don't really have any demons in our deck. We don't know if we'll get them, so we'll just take a Warlock Tidehunter to be safe, get a few lower cost cards. Alright, so Demon Fire could be potentially pretty good. I think we'll take the Core Hound. It's usually not the best choice, but I think for Warlock it tends to work pretty well, especially if we can get a good Taunt Wall up, which we haven't actually gotten very much out of. So we can get a Bluegill Warrior or an Outcloud of Pain, which I think might actually be the choice here. So Felguard can potentially be pretty good, but also it will destroy one of your mana crystals, so that will slow down the pace of your game. So I'm not sure about that actually. I think it will probably be an Ancient Mage. Alright, here we go. Here's our legendary King Mukla, Lorewalker Cho, or Onyxia. Let's see, what is the choice here? Might be King Mukla. He is pretty good indeed. I think we will probably take King Mukla. It's another 3-drop. He gives the enemies bananas, which they can use on their card to give it a 1/1 bonus. But I think it might be worth it. We'll have to see though. Indeed. Alright, so I think we'll take a Marksman Ward. We don't really have much taunt out, but a Shadow Bolt might be bad. It's a good form of removal. 3 cost, 4 damage. But we do not have any taunts, so we'll take that to be safe. Alright, let's see. Garabashi Berserker is a pretty fantastic card. We'll be taking that. Smith is pretty useless for us. Lord of the Arena is alright. I think we'll take another Core Hound though. Alright, what else we could do? Dread Infernal might not be a bad choice. Deal 1 damage to all characters could be potentially good. We don't have a lot of Warlocks, so Grimsteel Oracle would be a bad choice. And Flame Imp is kind of annoying with its 2 damage to yourself, so I think we'll be taking Dread Infernal. Alright, so Life Drain or Corruption. I think it'll be Corruption here. Ancient Mage, not bad. Bloodsteel Corsair, pretty bad. Imp Master, not that great. So Ancient Mage it shall be. Blood Imp is a fantastic card. It's a 1/1/1, but it has stealth, and it gives your other minions +1 health. So you just keep it there in stealth, and everything gets an extra health point, which is pretty powerful. In fact, it's very, very powerful, so we should be taking that. I think we'll take another Garabashi Berserker. And probably a Silverback Patriarch. The other choices. Alright, so Doomguard. Charge, but you have to discard 2 random cards out of your hand. You could have Ancient Arcane Golem, but that is not a very good choice. Mind Control Tech might be potentially good, but if they have 4 minions, that probably isn't going very well for you. So I think we'll take the Doomguard. Might come back to bite us, but I think it's worth the risk. Let's see, what else do we want? Possibly a Voodoo Doctor gives an extra life tap, and it's not the worst card ever. So I think we'll be taking that. Wolf Rider, Boulderfist Ogre, or Wisp. I think we will probably take the Boulderfist Ogre. Get a little bit of extra damage at the end. Let's see. Perhaps another Boulderfist Ogre. None of those are particularly useful currently. Another Blood Imp would definitely be the choice. Alright, got another. Alright, so Pit Lord deals 5 damage to your hero, which is not particularly amazing. Bane of Doom could be good. It will deal 2 damage. If it kills it, it'll summon a random demon. That might be the choice, because Pit Lord is not something we really want in Hungry. Neither is Hunger Crab, so I think we will be taking a Bane of Doom. Not sure if that's the best choice, but I really don't want 5 damage to myself. That's can really throw off your game. You'll be able to draw less cards with your passive, and it's just not something I want to deal with right now. Alright, so I guess a Mortal Coil. Get a little bit extra card draw and straight damage removal. Let's see what else we might want. Possibly a Scarlet Crusader. We have not that many 3-drops, so we'll take that. Sunfury Captor can be very, very good. Destroy friendly minion. I think we might take Shadow Flame though. Get a little extra spell in there. We have some good ones. Summoning Portal is very good. We shall be taking that. And our last choice, I think maybe a Siphoned Soul. I think that is the choice we shall be taking. Alright. Deck is not that bad, I think, but it probably could have gone quite a bit better, but we shall see. We'll test its merits by trial of fire in the arena and see what we get. I have a feeling it's going to be a worthy opponent. That's probably going to be it. In fact, I would say there's a 100% chance so. Indeed, a worthy opponent. Unfortunately, we did not get to fight Togger, but Togger is indeed very powerful and very annoying and kills all the low levels.
Your soul shall be mine.
Alright, so I think we are going to want to toss that and that and that. Actually, I think we'll keep the Acolyte of Pain. It's a 3-drop, and we'll be more likely to fight things that only have 1 health. So we take an Acolyte of Pain. Voodoo Doctor might be good. Might be able to heal up the Acolyte of Pain. Or perhaps King Mukla, once we get him out on turn 2, actually, I think will be the play. Be able to Flame Imp and then coin into King Mukla. And I think that is what our plan is currently. Get a 5/5 out in turn 2, which is definitely good. Alright, so Flame Imp is out. And next turn, it's time for King Mukla. Alright. That should go pretty well. 5/5.
Wanna blow something up?
Mad Bomber. That went very well for him. It is a really, really random card. As you can see, it deals 3 damage, split between all things, so it could have himself. But it hit all things on my side. But it does not matter, because now, King Mukla. Ah, yes. He's got the bananas, but he has no more Mad Bomber. Yep. Keep that on the field, and all is well. So we got 5/5 out. He has got nothing currently. We've cleared the board for King Mukla. We can Blood Imp next turn to make it a 5/6, which will probably be the play here. And if he damages it, we can Voodoo Doctor heal. But I don't think this Shaman has a lot of direct removal. In fact, he's going to Totemic Call and get a Wrath of Airtone, which will increase the spell damage by 1. So that is not going to help him particularly. So we shall Blood Imp. And we shall probably Life Tap. So we get much, and we shall smack him in the face. There we are. That went quite well. So he's down to 25. I'm down to 24, but we do have a 5/6 on the field currently, which is not bad at all. We can play a Silverback Patriarch next turn, get a 1/5, which probably will be the play. Yes, that is going to be the play. We'll just ignore that. Let it run into our talent wall. So we shall put that down. And we shall smack his face. We shall keep that stealth so he cannot remove it. Not worth the 1 damage when we can get 2 health points out of it if it dies. Or not, yeah. So, let's see what his retaliation to that is. King Mukla has done 10 points of damage, so he has worked out quite well. He could banana to make that up to a 4.
I hope you like my invention.
Notion Engineer, get a card out of that, but still not be very threatening.
My eyes are
Going
open.
to heal himself a little bit, but that's still not going to help him really. Looks like he is going to run himself into a taunt wall. Reasonable enough. No reason not to particularly. He's going to be bashing away at that. So I think we will probably want to play... We could heal up with a Voodoo Doctor, which might actually be good. I think that's what we'll do. Heal up the Voodoo Doctor. And... let's see what we can do here. Do we want to just hit him, or do we want to trade something? Next turn he can deal enough damage to kill that. But King Mukla will still be there, punching things in the face, so I think that might be a better choice and just kind of go for a rush down. So I think currently we will just ignore his stuff and punch him very hard. So he's down to 17. And we still have quite a bit of damage on the field. He will be able to get through a taunt this turn, however. But let's see what his plan is. Let's see, next turn.
Get behind me.
This is Bay Bodyguard. We cannot get through. Uh-oh, Lightning Bolt. Well, that did quite a bit of damage, but he is overloaded. Next turn he'll only be able to play something worth 6 mana, since he has 6 right now. He's through my taunt, and he's going to be able to hit King Mukla again, probably. I think we'll trade that for the Booty Bay Bodyguard, but we have definitely gotten quite a bit out of him, so it's not bad at all. We could Corruption, but there's not really a point to, because then we won't be able to attack him. So I think we will King Mukla through there. Actually, Shadow Flame might have been alright, but it doesn't really have that much to wipe, and we don't want to... Oh, well, actually, we probably should have. That's all I need to any means. I thought that's the entire board. My mistake. Alright, so we shall get a card out of the Alkali Plane, see if we get anything particularly useful. Shadow Bolt, not amazing. So I think we shall we'll Bullet Fist Ogre and then Core Hound next turn probably. So hit him again, he's down to 15. Pretty low, not bad at all. Got at least 1 card out of Alkali Plane, and should be 2. Unless he uses a spell on it. So what is the plan? What is the play? I think it shall be Core Hound probably. We could Shadow Bolt if he gets anything out very scary. Or we could also Corruption if it's even scarier than that. If it's ultimate level of scary. We also have Shadow Flame. We could potentially deal 6 damage to everything on his side of the board if we sacrifice our Boulder Fist Ogre, which is probably not the best choice since he does not have very much on that side at all. That probably would have been the play to play it on King Mukla, but I thought that was going to do it to everything. Alright, now Bloodlust. He's going to be able to get some trading in. Quite efficient trading indeed. Alright. Traded 2 of his things and the card to get rid of my Boulder Fist Ogre, and he's going to hit me for 6 damage. Reasonable enough, but that's not exactly going to help him. Alright. So, what is the plan here? I think it's going to be Core Hound. Well, actually, I think we can get 2 cards. I won't be able to get the Core Hound out. I think that might be the best option. Get a card out of our Acolyte of Pain, and then we go to Mortal Coil, get another card. Remove all that he has, always good. And I hit Black Shard Warden, and a tap. Hit a Doom Guard, that could be potentially very powerful since it has charge. We can deal 5 damage to him. If we get him low enough, we can just completely finish him. I think, let's see. So we still have a lot of removal currently. We can deal 3 damage with our Soul Siphon. We can deal 4 damage with our Shadow Bolt. We can corrupt something. So I think we're pretty good on removal. Alright, that comes out as an 8-4. Powerful indeed. That should be probably Corruption. That means he'll get 1 attack out of it, which won't be able to get through my taunt wall anyway. But at least it is gone. Yes, he's bananing it, so that is going to definitely get Corruption. He's going to double banana it. 10 health. Well, that is annoying indeed. When he played Ancestral Spirit, it will return this minion to the battlefield, and I think that'll still work even if I corruption it, but at least we'll be able to remove it for a little bit. And I'm not sure if it'll keep its buffs when it returns. That's something we'll have to see. It might come back as a 4/1.
I wonder.
In fact, I think it might, but I'm not sure. So, he can't get to my top wall still, which is good, and he can't even attack with his turn if he could. So, let's see how much damage we could do. 2, 3, 4. So that's not enough to kill him yet. Actually, it might be. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes, he is indeed dead. So, we shall... Oh, that's to minions. He is indeed not dead. I am an idiot. We shall corruption that. And we shall get out our Warhound. Let's have a taunt shield to protect it, and we shall hit him in the face. So, next turn that will be killed horribly, and hopefully come back as a 4/1, but I cannot really count on it. But if it's not, we can always Shadow Bolt and Siphon Soul it, or we could Shadow Flame and completely explode it into all of its face, everywhere. So we shall have to see. Well, if he doesn't play the taunt, he is dead anyway, so that is always good. Alright, so he's going to make that a very powerful card. A 8/10, he'll be able to get through a taunt. But unless he can charge and deal a ridiculous amount of damage, I highly doubt that he is going to be able to stop us. So, got through the taunt, but he still only... He needs to be able to get a taunt, basically, or be able to get rid of my Core Hound. Even with that, I can summon the Doom Guard and take him down very, very low. Manatee Totem, not going to help him. Ancient Mage, not going to help him. Well, that is GG, indeed.
Sorry.
Nope, that's dead. That's back to life. Will it come back? This is indeed a 4/1, so that is good. So we're going to play this, even though we don't need to at all. We shall Doom Guard his face, and we shall Core Hound his face. And we won. Glory is ours. Great victory is ours. There we are. Got 2 cards for our Warlock deck in the regular mode. Not bad at all. And we shall play one more game and see how that goes. So the last game went pretty well. Had pretty good board control and were able to really decimate him, rush him down rather quickly, thanks to King Warlock, the greatest of all. So I'm getting him slightly confused with King Crush, but anyway. Alright, Siphon Soul shall be tossed. All of these, in fact, will be tossed 5, 5, and a 6 cost, not what we want to start out with. Let's hope we get something better, but that's not a good sign. Alright, Corruption, Voodoo Doctor, and Knife Juggler. Alright, not the worst ever.
I greet you.
So we won't be playing the Voodoo Doctor, as it will just get picked off by the Fireball next turn, which is a bit of a pain. We can Knife Juggler next turn, possibly. I think it's in 2 turns to be able to kill it, but that's probably the only option we have. We need to get down something on turn 2. But that Fire Blast is a little bit of an annoyance. But if hopefully he will use that, attack the Knife Juggler. I'll be able to heal it, but in fact he's going to Bluegill Warrior, do 2 damage to me. So Knife Juggler is not the best play here, as it will get killed by his Bluegill Warrior, and we don't really want that. So I think we will Voodoo Doctor, which will just get immediately sniped. Oh, the problems of the mage. I think we'll life tap. There we go, that's good. We can Blood Imp into Knife Juggler next, well, Knife Juggler into Blood Imp next turn, which means he'll have to sack his Bluegill Warrior and his Fire Blast for it if he wants to kill it. He has gotten quite a bit of damage on me, which is never good. So we shall Knife Juggler, and we shall Blood Imp, get a dagger out. Hopefully we will get lucky. No, in fact we do not. That would have been amazing if you were able to kill his Beluga warrior with a knife, but instead it hit him. Unfortunate indeed, but that is the way of things, so he will probably be sacking that and that for the knife juggler. But at least the board is now clear. So, what do we want here? We don't have a good option. We'll be life tapping again. We don't want to reveal it because he would just pick it off. I think we will get a Voodoo Doctor out and heal ourselves. If he wants to pick it out, he'll be using half of his mana. Oh, and he can't do that because I have the Blood Imp. I'm going to be forgetting about that a lot. So that is always good. Let's safely trade with that. Cannot do that. It isn't stealth. You can indeed attack me if you wish, which you probably will end up doing. There's no reason not to if you don't have enough mana for anything else. But that means we can easily trade for Notion Engineer. So I think we will get a Berserker, which means if it wants to poke, it can feel free and just buff me up. So that is always good. We have the Martial Warden out if we need a taunt next turn. If not, we could do something like Ancient Mage, get some spell power out. Perhaps a Dark Scale Healer, depending on how much damage is taken. Although I doubt we'll take very much at all. Secret is played. That could be of armor, that could be a mirror entity, that could be a lot of things. We shall have to see. Hopefully it's armor, because that would be pretty much the best. Oh, indeed it is Ice Bear. There we are. So that will keep her nice and safe for a little bit, but it means we can play a Bullet-Fist Ogre and be able to punch very hard through it. So that is good indeed. We have a 2/8 and a 6/8 on the field currently, and they have nothing. Nothing at all. Polymorph comes out. Pretty good play. It will transform a minion into a 1/1 sheep, which is being buffed currently by our Blood Imp. So you cannot pick it off, so we still get 1 damage, but that was a pretty good trade. I believe that's a 4 cost, yeah, 4 for 6. So that's pretty decent. It's really effective for moving big taunt cards like a Lord of the Arena. Because you get rid of the taunt and you get the creature down to like nothing. So, let's see. Probably Core Hounds. Already burned 1 big removal. So, our Core Hound is out. A Fireball. I believe it's Blast. Get those. Yes, Fire Blast. Fireball could do 6 damage and remove it, or Polymorph could remove it. But then most of the removal will hopefully be gone. So, let's find out what the play is. So as I may have mentioned earlier, in Arena, in normal games you can only have 2 copies of the same card, but in Arena you can have as many as it gives you, so they very could well have like 7 polymorphs. I mean, it's very, very unlikely, but you could. Or a large number of fireballs. So we don't want that. Alright, so 2 mana worms out. They will get buffed with an attack each time we cast a spell, so that'll make them a 2/3, and our minions will be frozen for 1 turn. So I think Martial Warden will come out. Be a nice wall for them to beat through while our minions thaw out. Although that could be a mere entity, but a Martial Warden would be easily broken through with our Core Hound. So I think that could Siphon Soul actually, but still leave them room to attack. So hopefully this is not a mirror entity. Alright, it's not good. I think we shall Ancient Mage, maybe get a little spell power. We'll have big removal if we need it. So put it here. There we go. They won't be able to kill our Blood Imp, which will be giving us like a free spell power, so that is always good, as long as we do not attack with it, which I have no plans of doing. So, in order to get through us, they will have to beat our way through the Martial Warden, which will be quite difficult. Although they could Flame Strike and completely destroy everything in reality.
What to do?
Because they're jerk faces. So let's find out what the play is. 8 mana. Could Flame Strike. hopefully not. Flame Strike will do a massive amount of damage to everything on my side of the board, which we do not want, because we have our big Core Hound ready to smash faces. Alright, each player draws 2 cards. That is not a particularly good card of Cold Light Oracle. That just gives everyone 2 cards, which is not generally good. Alright, so those are now 4 3s each. There's 2 mirror entities we have to get through, which we can luckily do with our Ancient Mage and Gravashi Berserker. Alright, just going to freeze something. Oh, that's strange. Just get through the taunt, which won't be. My Core Hound will smack you in the face. Oh, never mind. Fire Blast will remove it. Good play indeed. Alright, so what can we do? We could remove something if we need it. Alright, yes. Mortal Coil, I think, would be the play here. We'll be able to keep that 5-2 out of our way and get a card. Oh, Counterspell. Never mind. Well, that was unfortunate. What is the play then? I think it might be a Siphon Soul. We'll get a little bit of extra health. Oh, never mind. That's Destroy Minions. It's not 3 damage. We definitely do not want to do that then. I want to save that for something big and scary. So, let's see. First choice, we get through here. Let's see if we can... I can't buff that up. We could sacrifice our Flame Imp, Blood Imp, in fact, but we do not really want to do that at all. I think we might just... I think we'll Life Tap, see if we get something that will save us. Alright, King Makla. It's good to get bananas, but... Alright. I think we'll just smack. I think we'll want to keep our Blood Imp alive. Just, it's so incredibly useful. That's now a 3-2 instead of a 3-1, which would just be killed by anything. That might be able to survive something. I mean, unlikely at this point, but keep it from being killed by just a Fire Blast after the shield is popped. So that's just so incredibly useful. We really just want to keep it in stealth. I don't think it's worth the trade. I mean, we could take 5 damage or something. We could lose King Makla if they hit both of them with it. But that way the board would be cleared currently. I'm sure she'll play something. But we shall have to see. So next turn we might Boulder Fist Ogre or Siphon Soul if something powerful. Sorcerer's Apprentice comes out. Can be pretty good indeed. Let's see what the play is. I assume she'll be casting a spell since they're now cheaper, and we'll buff that up into a 6-2. Oh, she's going banana. Is that gonna make that a 7? Yes, that is. So those kind of spells, that's pretty annoying. That's gonna be able to do a massive amount of damage. So that's now a 9-4. That's extremely irritating. Out of my big threats. On the next turn, we can trade it with something. Shield is popped. It's going to trade with... Oh. Alright, so next turn, now just at 29 health. I thought we were doing better than that. That armor really worked well in her favor, so I think... Let's see. I want to kill that with something. What could we do? We could shadow... I think we'll... how much mana do we have? Yes. I think we'll Shadow Bolt that. Get out of the way. And we shall trade. I believe this will still keep its spell power. Yes, so we still have extra spell power. Alright, so we could Boulder Fist Ogre. Might be the play here. Could Summoning Portal. We don't have a lot of minions in our hand, but that still might be worth it. But I think we'll take... We'll keep the board control. We don't want to lose that. So we'll smash our way through the armor finally. Start getting some damage. See if we can get our way through that. And start rushing down. We still have some removal. We can still Corruption something big. And we can Soul Siphon something big. And we can Shadow Flame if we want. We can get rid of... We could trade our Boulder Fist Ogre and wipe the board potentially, which is probably very, very likely. So that is probably what might happen. I will bet on Shadow Flaming if she plays a couple more powerful cards.
We hunger for vengeance.
Alright, there's another legendary, which is Blood Mage Thanos. Give 1 extra spell damage and draw a card when it dies. Not particularly useful. It's a 2-cost 1/1. I suppose the extra spell damage might be kind of nice, but I don't know. Doesn't seem particularly useful. So we shall, I think... what could that be? Could that be another ice armor? We'll find out. No, it's not. We don't want to give her a summoning portal. That's mere... what do we want? This is a bit tricky. A bit tricky indeed. I think we could Berserker. We won't be able to trade with that very well. Actually, we could. I think we'll Berserker, see if that's what that is. Yes, is that a... Yes, it is a Tenor entity. We can kill that quite easily. So I think that's what we would do if we want to. We could Corruption it. But I'm not sure if we actually want to do that. No, yeah, I think we will. Corruption, get out of the way. We'll Summoning Portal. We will hit for 6. Alright, and I think that went pretty well. So it's 14-14 right now. Everything's going fairly well. We have the potential to wipe their board next turn if we need to. Right now there's nothing particularly threatening on it, however. We just really don't want a Flame Strike to come out. That will be extremely devastating. So we'll have to hope for that. But there are a lot of targets on the board. If they leave the Summoning Portal up, we'll be able to get stuff for cheaper. If we leave the big hitters up... Ah, that was a good play. Being able to fire blast your own things as a mage is extremely powerful. It's very, very good for enrage cards like that, when you're able to just hit it, do 1 damage, and buff your person up very, very high. So perhaps that wasn't the best choice in hindsight to play Epigurabashi Berserker instead of maybe a Summoning Portal, but
I
don't know. Couldn't have seen that coming, really. Well, maybe we could have, but it's got a decent amount of damage. Alright, that will probably Siphon Soul. Get that killed and get some extra health. Alright, so that is dead, and we shall Siphon Soul. We'll be able to kill that to get some extra health. Indeed, Darksteel Healer also, I believe, will be the play. Get us healed up, get the minions healed up. I think we'll enrage this. Get rid of that. And we could Corruption. I think we'll Corruption.
Do that.
There we are. Corruption is down. That will die next turn. Just to have the board cleared, because hopefully there won't be a next turn after this. Without a taunt or a massive amount of board clear, we should be able to push through and deal 8 damage. But let's see what that card is. Polymorph, alright. But we can still win. Let's see what else is up her sleeve. Another Polymorph would postpone the game a bit longer.
Cleanse the Sunwell.
So it's Unclear, because not going to be able to help. Well played. Well, that is not bad at all. 2 wins, 0 losses so far on our Warlock deck. Not bad at all. So we shall be continuing this arena adventure in the next episode, so I shall see you next time. Bye.